And we're back. And now we're looking at measures 17 through 25 of Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Okay. If you look at the screen, we'll zoom in a little closer, but check it out. 17 through 25 is not really all that dense. Okay. It's actually going to be pretty simple. We're going to take, just like with everything else in the song, take really small sections, and that makes it easier to sort of digest the whole thing. The one thing you do need to know about measures 17 through 25, though, is technically they don't start at measure 17. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I would prefer it if you guys actually started this one at the last section of measure 16. So if you were a singer, this is where you would take a breath. And can you feel? So guitar players, we can do the same thing. Treat it like it's a pickup. So if you're breathing, if you're playing or whatever, just to be with you and can. It's the weirdest thing, but if you breathe, you also sort of subconsciously take a small break with your instrument, and your instrument feels a little bit more natural as it progresses from note to note, instead of doing it like this. You know what I mean? So breathe, and then and can is what you're going for there. Okay. I'm going to quit out of mail so we don't get interrupted. That should work. Okay. So things to watch out for here. Can is 3 beats. So a dotted half note. The half note, the hollowed out note like that is good for 2 beats. And anytime you see a dot like this, dots indicate play this note a little longer. It's more specific than that. It's play this note 1.5 times its normal value. So a half note normally is 2 beats. If we add that little dot, it's good for 3. It's going to play like this. 1, 2, 3. And can 2, 3, you feel the 1, 2, 3. Okay. Notice at measure 17 and at measure 19, where we have these dotted half notes, we hold that note for 3 beats. Tap your foot 3 times. That lets you know when you're in the right spot. Same thing here. Regular old half notes, good for 2 beats at a time. Okay. And what I recommend doing here at measure 18, you saw me do it. I come down with my ring finger on the B string, curved like a cat claw like we normally do, but then to catch that next note on the first string, I actually just flatten it out and play it like that. Up to you if you want to do it that way. You can also tuck your pinky finger underneath if that feels better for you. Whatever works. If it's comfortable and it sounds good, then I want you to go with it. Okay? Let's take just the first from the last bit of 16 up through the word night. Okay? It goes like this. Get nice and close so you guys can see the old fingers. Here's what we're looking at. 1, 2, 3. And 2, 3. You feel the loved 3 tonight. Okay. Same thing that we did in the other song. When you've got open strings, use that time to position your fingers to get yourself ready for the next set of notes. Try to be looking ahead in the music. It'll help. Okay. Let's take the next small section here. This right here, this little looks almost like a top hat. That's good for a 2-beat rest. So breathe, breathe. It is. Okay. Half notes, 2 beats apiece. This note right here is more important for vocalists than it is for guitarists. For guitarists, it doesn't matter how nice your instrument is. Chances are 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. What the heck? Where's my note? The tie that you guys see here, this little swishy line between these 2 notes, means play the note for the full value of both notes. So same thing when you see this little parenthetical right here. It's saying this 3, this note is ringing out this whole time. You don't have to play it again. There's not really an elegant way to write it. And like I said, if you're playing this instrument, by the time you get to about here or so, that note will have run its course. So at that point, you're just counting. You probably notice that I count a lot on the longer notes. That's not an accident. It's on purpose. Okay. This should be a breeze for us. So we're going to take it slow, starting at the third beat of measure 16, and we'll stop right before 25. Okay, here it comes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and can 2, 3. You feel to the love 2, 3 tonight 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the whole phrase. Notice also, guys, small thing. This playing 3 on the second string and the first string, where I flatten out my ring finger to catch it. Do the same thing here. Here's 1 on the second string, 1 on the first string. Okay, you can pick your finger up, but if you're in a hurry, you can actually just kind of flatten it out. And then you immediately take it off and get your third finger ready to catch that next note. Okay? That's measures 16 through 25. Next one will be measures 25 to 32.